So tired of hiding lost, of seeking peace far from home, obsessed with what and moves to my joy. just with what you move, stole my joy. My fears are dragging me down to the level.
Hello? Yay, the mic's back. Sorry there were issues. Oh yeah, the OCU and ECU isn't gonna get confusing at all. They're picking Smolder Jarvan. Likely, I'm not sure if it's their ADC who plays Smolder or if it's their mid. We got 3 comfort picks, Jin, Nico, and Ivern. They're picking Blitzcrank. The engage support, or yeah, looks like they're gonna try and pick a hook support and engage support, which will likely combo very well with Jarvan. Because you have the engage support to separate someone from the team. Jarvan will come in, EQ, ult on their faces, and yeah. Overall, that appears to be better. I don't know, it's weird. I mean, we're gonna have both of us in camera, but it just feels weird to me. Stop that. Yep, we are hoping for ECU to win this one. They banned the Yasuo, they banned the Renekton, we banned the Jinx, thinking it's Smolder mid, which, like I said, we played it last semester, and maybe their ADC doesn't play Smolder, so we're trying to take away those options from their ADC. It would most definitely be Smolder mid. We got the first pick because we're blue side. We banned the Gragas away from their top laner. But we're blue side. We get the first pick, so that means we don't get counter pick. So, I mean, they only really banned. I would rather. Ooh. They are going the Galio, so it's actually looking like a Smolder bot. And, I wonder what we'll respond with. Because that Galio's hard unless if we go like an AD mid, but we don't have enough AP tops, especially with the Zac ban for us to do that. Looks like we are picking the Urgot for Nathan. We were talking about this and we said how we'd like to see Nathan on the Urgot. He's super comfortable on it. He can play to scale out of lane. And the Swain, we're going to look to scale in the Malphite. Looks like they're putting all their eggs in the Smolder basket if that's their final comp. We have multiple eggs. We have the Swain, we have... Oh, Urgot. Again, same deal. Looks like they are going to pick the Malphite. Singed? I think they're picking Malphite, though. Volley. I wonder if that was intentionally the volley or not. The Jarvan into the Galio R will be a good combo for OC if we are able to it'll be a good combo for them if we clump up. Yes, this is the semifinals. And I did get an invite to the custom game. There we go. Now we're in it. They have their master player in, which we thought if they were playing, they'd be going mid, because that's their primary role. But it looks like they're sending them jungle. So looks like the game might be starting soon, and Coda should be coming in here in just a moment.
Alrighty.
When they were thinking about picking the Malphite or the Ornn, I'm like, they're throwing all their eggs in the smolder basket.
They're just trolling. They're just messing around. They have no damage into our swing. Curious to see how this goes. Hello, everybody.
It's nice that we have a whole lot of comfort on our side. Jin, Nico, Ivern, Urgot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these are all some of their top 5 played. I'm not sure if they're just kind of banning some champs that are a little inconvenient. They might have a bit of confidence because they got the Masters players on their team and everything. But
Yeah, we were thinking he'd go mid and not jungle.
I mean, oh my gosh, level 1300.
He's played a bit. You know, just
He's
a bit
played, I
here, a
say.
bit there.
I almost feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of time on League, and not like not every single game is enjoyable. I'd say actually probably like 60% of games are probably like rip your hair out torture, but you know.
But I mean, the theory is as you get to the higher levels, it gets better, but it doesn't.
Who said that?
What? That as it
That
gets
is
to the
not
higher
what-
levels?
That is not any streamer I watch, any YouTuber. That is not what I hear. I am very shocked they're putting a silver player up against him.
It's what people in low elos say.
Mm. Let's look back at this draft for a second. Strengths and weaknesses of each team. They're really, really tanky. So, concern for us is kind of like, how are we gonna? Where's our DPS is mainly going to be from Urgot and Jin,
Mm-hmm.
and we're kind of relying on the shields of Ivern and just the sheer sustain from Swain in order to win these team fights and some really big R's. Making sure that that smolder is buried pretty early and doesn't take over the late game is going to be probably main mission for us
Yeah.
in this game. But interesting nevertheless.
I think Jin actually does decent damage to tanks when they're low.
I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of percent missing health damage in this
Mhm.
kid.
His R, his fourth shot.
Yeah, but that four shot, it's not as consistent or not as able to stack attack speed
Yeah.
with a champ like Jen. It just gets converted to AD, which is nice and everything, which is really nice for squishier champions. but until it's late game, he's got LDR, Mortal Reminder, something like that. Dealing damage to Thresh, Galio, Volibear is going to be kind of a trick.
Yeah.
I mean, even Jarvan, very well.
Yeah, Jordan.
Actually, I think this is probably a Merc Treads game for most of their players, honestly.
Yeah, because everyone on our side has some form of CC.
Yeah.
Yep, we're in the semis for the national championship.
What a
OC does have a good. Their ults combo together well. The J4 setting up for the Galio ult. Smolder's ult is almost guaranteed to hit.
Oh no, they have great synergy, but so do we.
Mhm. Nico are into
I think it's going to be a battle of who outsustains who in terms of team to team.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think ECU has the advantage in that.
I don't know, positioning is going to be really, really key for both ADCs. I think Smolder's abilities are a bit more spammable. Jin's just a bit more evasive with his just base move speed, especially with his passive after his fourth shot or every crit.
Yep.
Smolder, however, has that E and the built-in slow with his W. So, yeah, team fights are going to mean everything early on and
Yeah.
going to be a good match. I am excited.
Yeah. If Nathan hits some good R's, that'll really help us tear through their tankier team, because doesn't it execute at like 25%? Or is it 20?
Probably a max rank. I'm not sure. I kind of have a vendetta against Urgot players because no matter how much they want to argue, they refuse to accept the fact that they are a ranged top laner. I despise ranged top
Yep.
laners. But yeah, the built-in execute. I'm kind of a duelist, a 1v1 player, and Urgot kind of takes all the fun out of that because you get low and all of a sudden he just automatically wins regardless of anything else.
Unless if you're playing Trendemir, you wait for his ult to be about to execute you, you press your own R and you don't die.
Yeah, that's pretty cringe. Everybody's got their kind of matchups.
Yep.
I want to be ready to do something. Whenever this actually loads, what is that sensitivity? Oh, that is horrendous. Who plays on this? That is...
We can turn it up.
Too late now. We'll do it in between next game. I want to see the mastery. I'm just curious. Who knows what champion's better?
We do.
I mean, overall, us.
The only gap they have is in support.
In my opinion, mastery doesn't really mean that they like that much. It's all about the fundamentals. Where is the jungle camps?
There.
Oh, okay, yeah. Check your timers. Move on. Yeah.
That just permanently keeps it up.
And check. All right, looks like they're setting up for anybody to face check this bush, really. They have quite the dive comp, or the invade comp.
Ali.
We spot all 5 of them. Thankfully, nobody gets caught out early. They get the early ward on the Raptors just to see where Jesse's going to be starting. Which,
But what that word
funny
on
enough,
no, you need to stay there.
oh, we got another ward. Looks like we got an early engage on the Galio. Oh, this is going to be big. This is going to start breaking off with a big advantage just in terms of maybe XP. Galio either has to... Galio's either missing XP on this first wave because he's having a base in TP, or he's going to stick around. Okay, some options. Yes, it looks like he's... No, he's not going to TP.
Galio. And Brecken
So he's
is
missing
holding the
minions.
wave. Brecken did set up the wave, so where it's pushing into him.
So we see this minion die here, and that means Galio is out of the XP range. Brecken will be hitting level 2 first. I don't know how much Swain as a champion can abuse that, but in terms of
Stats.
just level up timers and who will have the advantage at what point, that does put Brecken a little ahead. But Brecken holding that wave to closer to the other side to where it pushes to him will cost him, it costs him quite a bit of health, and Galio is able to poke him down so that's a bit dangerous.
Yep.
Already getting out one of Brecken's potions. Ooh, Nathan with a disgusting E. Wait, this might be a full engage. Oh. What am I saying? Volibear's a champ where,
If you think you can kill him, it means you can't.
yeah, you're just kind of wrong. You have to burst him down when he's low. It's a good trade, but Volibear's sustain in this early game compared to an Urgot is just unmatched. So it's actually really smart for Nathan to disengage there.
Yep.
Brecken's gonna be running into mana issues if he keeps using his abilities like this. He needs to start thinking about setting up his recall. You see Volibear take a recall back first.
Jarvan 4 camping
Jarvan?
into bot, and we spotted that out, or Jesse sniffed it out, and so he has no more Raptors.
No, 100%. It was like, we knew ahead of time this jungler's playstyle and aggression. Oh, it looks like he's roaming back bot again. They won't expect this. Or, oh,
Trying to get Jesse's jungle, but all Jesse needs to do is go over there and right click, and the buff's his. He does
Yeah.
right click, the buff is his.
we see our bot lane rotating down.
We have first
This
move in
might be
both
a bit
mid
of
and bot.
confidence. Oh, wow. We get the driving
Fourth
flash.
flash, he'd have to
Does he
EQ
go
out
into
to
EQ?
survive. He does. He gets over the wall. Brecken need to wait for his E.
Brecken?
Uh,
Dangerous.
if he landed that E, it's secured, but unfortunately, the Master's Jarvan sidesteps it. But
Oh, that is...
this
Oh, Jesse!
Jesse?
Jesse with the first blood, the nasty Q!
why are you dying to an Ivern?
Like I said,
1v1.
This is competitive play. Solo Q rank is very different. Different on how the teams synergize, and Jesse's just going to capitalize.
Oh.
This Smolder low on mana. He might have enough for E. Both
Forcing
flashes
the
out.
flash.
We see the
hits
Thresh
the
get
root on
rooted.
Jin.
Oh,
Gets ignited and fourth shotted, but
he's going to live.
not enough damage.
We see the Volibear doing Volibear things, proxying Nathan's wave. Not much you can do there. He's got a built-in Tiamat, so that just kind of lets him get away with that.
Yep.
Hmm.
And it's sort of weird that
Disgusting
the
damage
volley
being so-
recalled right as the Jarvan wanted to go in and invade.
I mean, they probably have an idea of Jesse's recall timers, and it looks like
Oh.
Brecken. Yeah, Brecken secures the kill mid. We don't want this Galio getting too big of a lead. We have quite a bit of magic damage, so for him to be able to tank things late game, losing that bit of XP in the first wave, Jesse's probably expecting for his camps to be gone quite a bit. So
Also, There's a smart rune optimization by Nathan shouldn't die here. He is forced to burn his flash, but he gets out alive. A smart rune choice by Brecken, because Swain can either go electrocute or conquer, but seeing that OC has 4 people on their team that will be rather tanky, going conquer just means he's gonna be able to sustain more in those fights, stay in them longer, and get more done.
Yeah, some more of the Conqueror stacked up. It both gives you adaptive force, meaning he'll deal more magic damage, but also lifesteal per, like, based off of damage of his abilities. Jesse making his way down here. He's going to be able to get this root off. I'm pretty sure that this Thresh still doesn't have flash. Oh my goodness.
So,
In an ideal world, the kill goes to our ADC, but in this case, we're just getting our bot lane ahead, having the priority, and capitalizing where we can.
yep.
Making sure that the Smolder is heavily suppressed, struggling to stack, is imperative.
As this game goes later, Brecken will
This
get more and more
mid laner is
HP.
making some interesting
Yeah,
decisions.
this Galio, he got to dodge this last E coming in. Thought that E would be up sooner. Whoop, Jesse's there. He doesn't. He gets to take.
Oh, beautiful.
Don't take a tower shot for free card.
This Volibear is really low on mana. So these are the windows you have to look for to be able to actually take him out. Looks like their Jarvan's going to be making moves on Jesse right now. I think Jesse's just able to walk out.
Yep, he lands the root. He shields himself. Now we would actually like to make sure we get. Or it looks like we're actually just conceding our jungle.
Yeah. I mean, risk to reward.
Well,
Jarvan just kind of
actually-
has priority on that. If they can collapse this Galio away.
He just wanted to get level 6 first. The EQ misses.
Oh, wow.
Nathan doesn't
The
have
flow,
flash,
A
but
bit on. Oh, the audacity of this Jarvan early game.
how did Ali get there?
Ali had taken the opportunity earlier while the wave was pushed, pushing back into Miguel down here.
Uh-oh, Miguel.
Having to burn his flash lands the Thresh hook, and we see the Smolder secure the kill. But
We are getting a trade back on the top side. It works.
if Nathan can live
gets
this,
away, he
if
does.
Nathan can live this, it's enormous.
He lands the R.
And
Or-
Ali's gonna secure a second kill. I mean, a win is a win. A win is a win. There's always gonna be a better situation, but a win is a win.
Yep, we have Brecken TPing in, and this Smolder actually has an insane amount of CS.
Yes, I mean he's CSing well. The champions, after he hits a certain amount of stacks, it's just a matter of being in the lane to get the stacks. After that, taking good recalls. I don't know how I feel about this.
Brecken
lane swap.
has ult. The Thresh does ignite to stop his healing. And the Smolder doesn't have the execute.
Looks like they're looking to dive here.
Flash
Wow.
Q. Brecken goes down and Smolder's able to walk out the tower.
It's difficult.
Uh-huh. And this is sort of what we don't want to see.
He's
The
already
Smolder-
at 100 stacks, but
10 stacks a minute. Which is generally hard to do early on. It's probably easier in the bot lane than it was in the mid.
well, they took advantage of Ali's roam timer in order to back at mid and secure that kill top. It was really, it's kind of important to play safe in the bot lane, but it's easy to just imagine, oh no, they're gonna freeze. What do I do? You know, you just want to. All you can do is sit there within XP range. Can't take any sort of risky step ups. ECU with this about a 700 gold lead. Not the craziest, but we want this. We see this shutdown on the Smolder, and that's what we're trying to
Oh,
avoid.
the ult by Jarvan punishing the fact that Brecken has no flash, no R. Ali's here. She lands her root, but it's not enough. Miguel getting forced to ghost away because he just overextends. Oh, the Jarvan with the sidestep still gets hit by the ult. Gets dragged
Nathan
back
with a
in by
beautiful
Nathan.
R. Sniped before he can get the EQ off, and he flashes in with the E.
Oh,
Are they going to be able to get this Gallia?
I think we just gotta
All
back
good.
off,
Right now, he's
secure
good.
grubs. Wow. Miguel really needs help versus the Smolder.
What can he
Now,
do here? He doesn't have a
Volibear-
complete... Oh.
Volibear will heal a lot. We need to wait for the mark to time out. Tries going in before the mark's out, but bit impatient. And after the ignite, Volibear decides to back off. Jarvan's contesting the Void Grubs. Nice sidestep on the hook. Thresh got minion blocked into oblivion. Jarvan coming in, forcing
It's difficult.
Jesse to flash out. We do at
They
least
have the
get
numbers
one.
advantage because they have priority mid. Our ADC's kind of stuck there. He's not able to rotate or anything there. I don't know, really.
We
but
have ult. This fight should not go in the way of okay. See?
hmm.
Jarvan knows that since he's gonna be matching Jesse most of the time, or Jesse's gonna be matching him, that rushing Serpent's Fang is just gonna provide so much value. So that's why he picks it up as first item.
I don't know if that's the move to rush that. It does counter Jesse in a way, but I feel like he's probably just lacking more damage that he would need to for his aggressive ganks early. It'll scale well into the game. It is still quite a bit of damage, but
And
I'm
since
not up to date with the current Urgot tech and what he builds, what he rushes, and what's best. But I thought that this would be fine because I thought Urgot still rushed Black Cleaver.
I think-
Looks like
he could be going stride to maybe stay on top of their team.
I'm not familiar with that. Maybe he's cooking. I don't know.
Oh,
I am not.
Jesse might be getting caught out.
There's not a universe where he dies here.
As soon as he pops Daisy, Jarvan's like, and I'm fine with getting out of here.
Engage from the Gallia. It's still interesting. I just think that this is a constant stacking lane for Brecken down here.
Yeah.
What is happening in that jungle? Camera will do its thing. This Jarvan is wasting so much time.
He tried going back in on the
Gonna miss the
clone.
W from our Jin, but Nico does land the stun.
We get a
Any moment we
teleport
get
in
an
by
EQ
Brecken, but
for
Brecken's
R?
too far.
Brecken's
But
gonna get
Jarvan's
collapsed on
also
here.
too far.
Big R.
Good
Big
ult. Good ult.
Huge. We have the Smolder R come in from the side, but
And we
this
have
looks
the
like a winning
healing.
fight for
We have the
ECU.
healing from Brecken.
Yeah, the Volibear. Volibear just exists.
Volibear
Goes
and
from
the
a tenth of
Smolder
health
are
to
able
half
to
health.
shut them down.
The Smolder is becoming quite the problem.
He's actually over. He's up
this
to
is
11
dangerous.
stacks a
This is
minute.
dangerous because Jesse's at 6 stacks. There's no reason to be.
Oh.
Ah. The Thrash
It's an
does get
execute.
executed, so nobody gets the gold for that. Risking Jesse's shutdown and his. Oh, he doesn't have a shutdown anymore. Those Darksteel stacks still hold a lot of value right now.
Especially when you're playing a more supportive champion and don't really want to build into AP. Every stack on the Dark Seal and eventually the Magi's does count. He was rushing Black Cleaver. He just had an extra dagger in his inventory, it looks like.
I picked up the Tiamat early, just for wave clear.
Yep.
Okay, that all makes sense. Because this Volibear just goes tank, and we saw just from that team fight that regardless of the fact that he has absolutely no bit damage built, he still does a ridiculous amount of AP just built into his base kit.
Yeah, he did go Frozen Heart first.
Fun champ.
Nathan just basically perfectly spacing this volley at almost all points. Brecken's just fishing for hooks, fishing for stacks.
Dodge
Jesse has to be careful with this Jarvan on the side. They don't see him. He
do
could
not
be
know how
dead.
to do this.
EQ in from Jarvan, and Cataclysm comes out. Jarvan's forced, not Jarvan, Jesse is forced to flash out to ensure he doesn't die. He did land the ult, but Volibear actually stalled out
He's gonna
Nathan's
heal.
ult.
Let's go. Beautiful. He got that just before that Volibear got his own W back up, so where he could heal. Very big play from Nathan. It's outperforming him quite well. In an ideal world, our win condition being right now Jesse and Nathan. We're really strong top side, counting on Brecken to scale and get a bit more tanky and be able to have more sustain in these fights. So
The Smolder is overstepping. He
This
dodged
Smolder-
the root.
yes, as I was saying, it's in an ideal world, Nathan or Jesse will secure the kill on this Smolder and get that shutdown. But right now it's a matter of which team can expand their lead the most. Yeah. Looks like
We do have
Neither team
Mountain
has
Dragon
secured-
coming up.
neither team has secured the feats. We have a dragon. They have 2 jungle objectives. We have 1. Wait, actually,
We got kills.
we got the first kills.
They got tower. So,
Everything rides on this next,
objective for them.
yeah, on who gets the upgraded boots, which are kind of, one could argue, are more cosmetic than anything, but still a moral factor in the game.
Yep. It's more placebo.
They make a difference. 5 movement speed and having damage shield from steel caps.
Ooh, Jarvan getting chunked out, so he has to back out. Miguel with the R to get them to back out. If we can get on this dragon before it resets. Smolder actually looks like he has.
So I guess he's gonna go down to the
execute.
Galio. Just a bit worried.
Smolder actually does have the execute already. So when fighting him, we got to be very cautious of that.
What a champion. Thankfully, everybody can rest assured that the person who designed Smolder and Cassante, pretty sure. Actually, yeah, both of them. The man who created these 2 wonderful champions has been fired from Riot and is no longer working there.
Nathan, this is not quite where you want to be. Invading our jungle, there's not much we can do about it. Nathan does have first move. He gets instantly ulted, interrupted. But
Big
Jesse's not
redemption for
here.
Jesse.
Oh. I wonder if why he wasn't able to recast his ult. Maybe the range wasn't enough.
In terms of what I was talking about earlier, our win conditions have just been shut down. which is a large jump in favor of OCU. Is that who it is?
Yeah.
OCU. And their win cons, Smolders got his execute, got his true damage, and we need to play really solid and focused from here. And perfectly execute these team fights. No more early ults or being caught out from this position. Definitely winnable.
Yep.
You see slight disparities in the CS between each team or each lane of role, primarily in our bot lane. But other than that,
This Smolder's like the bulk of their lead. He's an entire item up, and that's partially through his kills, partially through his plates. The Smolder's actually going in, seeing if he can get something done, but he's getting
Oh, he's
locked
got a
up
big
and he's
R,
dead.
Nathan,
That's the power
that's
of Ergon
exactly
R.
what we wanted. And the Jarvan's gonna. Oh wait, who was that? Oh, Thresh.
Thresh.
Sorry. I saw Jarvan's image pop up. That was beautiful. That is a big play that just happened because even though this Jarvan got the kill earlier on ours and Jesse got shut down, what still plays a big role in all of this is that
Galio's dead.
yeah, this is not looking good.
Jesse almost died
No,
for it.
Jesse's.
Oh, the EQR.
Oh my goodness, the flat. Oh. So honestly, if you're the other team in that play, you're punching air. You're getting pretty upset at that one. Just the fact that Jesse lives there. We love it. And this is going to transition into a play for Otacon, which both teams scale really excellently, but this is definitely going to help us in terms of our objectives and what they actually mean to the team.
Yep.
Beautiful. Also, fun fact, Urgot is mathematically the fastest champion to take all of those flowers after the Otacon's been taken. Twitch, realistically, in no world is a Twitch ever going to be pressing R to secure flowers. Oh.
I mean, if there was a fight to contest over it right at the end, Twitch, if he pops out the stealth right at the very end and steals it.
Yeah, but that's with the different intention.
Yeah. Nathan senses
We're
something
stacking
up.
top side with dragon spawning here soon.
Yep.
But I mean, they got time to rotate. It's interesting. We see Jarvan camping in that top side jungle right now with the Volibear.
Uh-oh, Nathan.
What does this mean? Oh,
He does have the strike breaker.
What an
We noticed that at the
interesting-
same time.
What an interesting.
He procced the strike breaker and the phase rush at the same time. So that basically
Phase
said, yep,
rush
we're out.
Urgot. How interesting.
That's what Nathan's been running most of his games.
Ah. I'm
Mm,
intrigued.
I don't...
Ah.
Yeah, there's not much to get done here.
We're
We
just
are
hoping to burn some
controlling...
photos.
We are getting control over the river.
Uh-oh.
Jesse gets
Jesse's
caught
gonna get
out.
caught in the hook.
He doesn't have
Small
flash, so
execute
he's
goes
just
down.
down.
That is going to toss this dragon as a pretty free dragon for OCU.
Yep. Yeah, there's...
Still needs to be a bit careful though.
Brecken knows his limits, and he's just saying, hey, well, y'all are coming up, let me get some stacks. And it doesn't look like Jesse's going to be up in time for us to be able to contest this.
Baron does well. Thank you, Riot's wonderful coding. They do
Oh, there, flash onto Nathan, and Nathan's dead. The Baron does start to reset, so it'll be harder for them to take it. Ignite goes down, and Brecken doesn't have the damage nor the sustain to go through that. We're just running in one by one, and looks like they're still gonna end up getting Baron.
Big play in favor of OCU.
Mm-hmm.
Just from drag to Baron. It's that smolder pick. It's just it's kind of a ban or win or ban or lose champion in the right hands. I
Yep.
can't imagine any other ADC that would have this sort of leverage and pressure at this point in the game to any degree. Having a built-in execute, being able to take out a top laner, even if it's support around minute 26, just crazy. We need to do damage control here.
Uh-oh. Jesse getting caught out by the threshold, forcing his flash out. So if he gets caught in the cataclysm,
I don't think that's easy.
Smolder.
Smolder flashing in extremely ambitiously, but it looks
Oh,
like he
there
just kind
goes-
of knows his damage.
Yep.
Wow. His
He
ability to
presses
just
a
sit there.
button. Miguel loses half his HP. He presses his button again. Miguel loses the other half.
As I was saying before the game started, Smolder's just got a lot more spammable abilities. And it was going to come down to just positioning for every single fight. A world in which a Smolder gets to dive, a Swain flashing over walls into the base with 3 enemies around is...
Oh, Nathan
gets
does
to
get the
execute,
kill, but it's too little too late. Not much
Ali is
Nico
gonna
can
be up,
do to 1v4.
Game 1 goes down in the books. Good play. Well played by both teams.
Yep.
We'll be back.
Yeah, that Smolder just outdamaged everyone on our team. Smolder just does so much, especially when he's able to get all his stacks up super early like he did that game. It was pre 20 minutes, so I think in game 2 we're either going to ban it or we're going to play a bit more around bot to shut that down. I was talking, but I was muted. We kept our bands the same. Looks like they are going to keep their bands the same. We just, we realized in the set Galio's sort of busted. It's sort of I'm gonna sit here and not have to play the game versus you sort of thing. That is a Victor, it looks like. It could be either mid or bot. I think last week we saw Victor bot. But no, it's the Jinx. I think we had talked about this and we had said we were fine with giving the Jinx to them. Mel support, Mel mid. J4. Picking the jungle again. Xin Zhao, actually. Their jungler is on like the more brawly, I'm going to scrap with you kind of jungler. We do pick up the Jing Karma. If I remember correctly, it's a really good lane. I think Karma Q slows enough to almost guarantee Jin W. We have the Karma Ivern, and now I don't think Xin Zhao really wants to build Serpents. So we'll have Giga Shield and Giga Speed, and it'll be painful for them. Looks like they picked the Enchanter to go along with the Xin Zhao. Zillion's very nice to have on your team, giving your team 99% bonus movement speed, but also being able to slow the opponents by like, it's closer to 70 because there actually is a cap on how slow someone can be. I think it's about 130 units. They banned the Swain, saying, no, Syndra, no, Swain. If they're putting bans to mid, I'd also like to see them ban the Aurora. Although Volibear getting banned away by us. Want to give Nathan more agency. Renekton or the Urgot ban. Depends which they don't want to see more. They don't want to see the Urgot, they say, hey, please play Renekton. We banned the Thresh. Oh, it was a Zillion mid. Yeah, looks like they're putting almost all their baskets in that of the jungler and the ADC. Malachi, Nautilus. I mean, they have an Enchanter. Zillion Nautilus. Zillion running in at 8 million miles an hour. Auto attacking you, guaranteeing his Q. You dash away, he ults. But so far, we don't have any dashes. We just have shields. And like I said earlier, I don't think Jinx or Xin Zhao wants to build Serpents. Which top laner are we picking here? Ooh, we're picking the mid, the Silas. Jinx are, not are, Zillion are. I think the not Xin and not Jinx and Zillion are better. But if we do get them into picking the Malphite in whatever role, his worst matchup for whatever role he's playing, whatever role his hardest matchup is, it's Silas. Picking the Quinn? Malphite. Just flaunting an array of top lane picks. Looks like they will end up locking in the K'Sante. Yeah, I don't think K'Sante is a good ult for the Silas to steal. So in a way we have 3 good ults. And I think this is looking a lot better for ECU. With Renekton, we can be like, boom, I'm gonna lock someone down. The Flash W gets rid of any shield they have. If he runs PTA, which he's likely not, again, Renekton's W fully procs that. Looks like someone joined and promptly got picked.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, we're swapping sides. Maybe it'll turn the tides of luck in our favor. Luck has nothing to do with it. So I was chatting with the team about their picks and everything, and I told them I was going to come back in here and say another negative comment about the person who made both Smolder and K'Sante. Maybe he's got a different job, like designing players on champions on like Dota or something.
Maybe.
But, yeah, the talk for top lane pick was either Ornn or Renekton, and Nathan said he was more comfortable on the Renekton. Just because if you lock in Ornn, that's a lot of magic damage, then you have nobody but Jhin as the AD on your team, which is not bad. Jhin is a high damage champion. If he's able to get to that point of having a lot of items later on in the game, like solo AD on Jhin isn't bad because everybody else has to build magic resistance, but how do they fit in time to build in any armor for Jhin? But the thing is we would have to bank on our Jhin having an item lead, having a good gold, like good VS, and so this is just kind of a more solid, well-rounded pick in the eyes of like the team, because they have 2 very tanky champs. I mean, K'Sante is one of the most ridiculous champs in this entire game. So,
do you know why we picked the Silas? I mean, to me it doesn't seem like they have amazing Rs, but they don't have terrible
all the way up
ults
until
either.
this point. All the way up until this point. I mean, K'Sante's Rs, whatever.
Yeah.
But actually, I kind of feel like that's a horrible R because it just displaces people and it halves your health. You don't get all this bonus stats and stuff that K'Sante, or you get the bonus stats, but you don't get the true damage or anything like that on the abilities. You don't get the alternate abilities of K'Sante's R. But these are some really, really good Rs for the sake of like, competitive team fights. Think about Nautilus R, being able to get straight to the back line.
Oh, I forgot it has a big AP ratio.
You have Xin Zhao being able to break up anything going on or isolate somebody, which as Silas, if you got enough damage built, that's what you want. You want to be able to. You don't want other people tagging you down with CC. Jinx's global ult will always be useful. Zillion Resurrection is going to be huge.
Yep.
It's all a matter of timing and who to use it on, when to use it, making sure things don't get baited out.
You can also more easily insect with the Xin Zhao R as Silas.
I'm not gonna lie, I entirely zoned out. What did you just say?
You can insect you can do a quasi insect with Xin Zhao R,
Oh, yeah.
and it's easier to perform on Silas because he has a bunch of dashes to reposition himself.
Yeah. And mobility, just in general, yeah. The brain turned off at that moment.
I think come team fight, we may have trouble walking the Jinx down with the Zillion, the Nautilus, the Cassante to run through.
You have a point and click tether from Karma, a straight line root from Ivern, stun from Silas, and a stun from Renekton, who has 2 dashes. So gap close pretty easy. It's just a matter of can the Renekton get through everybody else to get to the Jinx.
Yeah.
Big thing is not giving the Jinx the resets in team fights. Either take out the Jinx first, or I really don't know. That's got to be priority. Because Xin Zhao and Jinx are going to be their main DPS.
Yeah.
We got another damage dealer other than Renekton and Jim. We have the Silas who's going to deal quite a bit of damage.
Especially if he steals a good old, like, the Nautilus. AP Nautilus is a thing,
That is not a
Silas
thing
is-
we will be seeing.
but Silas is a better AP Nautilus.
Yeah. Took me a second. Oh, that's better.
You can E1Q, E2, auto, R, auto, W, auto.
I have no idea what you said. I don't think anybody else in this chat, maybe on the VOD, will know, but
Just Silas combo you can do from out of vision.
gross.
You prep your E2 for the airborne, for the lockdown. You hit your Q, land your E. Guarantees the Q2. You use some of your passive autos. Dump your ult. And then use your W for the short dash it gives.
Yeah. That's great if you're alone.
Yeah. Doesn't quite work in team fights when there's 3 people on top of you.
This champion. This champion. This.
I mean, we do sort of have the mobility to dodge his W easily in some of his other skills.
Let's see. How much do they play Cassante? I haven't played against this champion in months because he's the only champion I always ban. Same.
In the Nautilus saying, hey, we need to watch out for that. Whoops.
Yeah, that's good. See if they 5-stack in that bush mid again. Doesn't look like they are. Just taking a typical 5-point.
Do you know what makes Jin Karma such a good combo?
Other than point and click abilities that would easily mark somebody for Jin's W, I'm not really certain.
We're making sure if they step up, they're gonna get punished, and it looks like we're looking for a ward. I think we win this fight. Checking to see if the Cassante is there.
Yeah, I mean, they got the information that they needed. They know Xin Zhao's starting Raptors, so that tells you where he's pathing for the most part. That means he's going to go clear his other top side camps and head towards the bot lane. Beautiful. This is exactly what Brecken should be doing early, is playing aggressive, taking trades. Just because he's got built-in sustain. Silas heals off of his W?
Yep.
Yeah, his W is going to heal a lot more than any of Zillion's. Looks like already got, well, Brecken's already used both his spots. Health potions. Zillion's used one of his.
Also, the main thing is whenever you're playing melee into ranged, just being able to hit them in the wave at the same time so you can establish control over it is good.
They're gonna get caught by a nasty Nautilus hook. We see Nathan dealing with the joys of playing against Cassante. Destiny on top of our spam counts as always. Here we go. Brecken gonna maybe? We get the
Wasting
Zinzao.
the Zinzao's time.
Yeah.
The Zillion's gonna have to TP back, and this is all because
You need to be
he hit
careful.
him in the wave. He needs, yep.
He needs to live. He has to live in order to get that experience from those minions. It is imperative that he does not miss that wave.
Yes, and it looks like the Kisante didn't even try to dive. He's like, you know what? Don't need to.
Okay, Jesse
Jesse
here for the
coming
gank as
here.
well. It's the
Lands-
root, but it puts that Zillion in a very uncomfortable position.
Yep.
This is actually perfectly fine for Nathan, just because he gets priority on this wave. Is Cassante going to choose to teleport? He's not. Nathan should be hard pushing this wave so he can get this reset in. And base TP back, so he doesn't miss anything. Right now, this wave's fine and all, but that Cassante's making it back to lane with items. Oh, actually, never mind. He's got a tier, but he's got a big health advantage. Nathan's going to have level 4 though, so. Or
Yep.
level 5, I mean.
Brecken did use the advantage he's generated from constantly trading onto the Zillion to pick up a kill.
Oh, did he? I missed it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we like. You want your
Well-
assassin to have that early game control and just pressure.
Yep. What's funny to me is I've never really, even though Silas is an assassin, I've never really thought of him as an assassin. Ooh, Miguel getting caught out as Ali goes to ward. The ignite is dropped. The flash, but the barrier
Miguel's barrier is
saves
beautiful. Does he?
him.
Oh.
Barrier by the Jinx, but we get
Beautiful!
the kill anyways.
Wonderful.
No, Miguel. Ali?
That karma shield is just so unfair.
Oh, come on. You know you want to go in, Kisante. And here we go. Forces the flash, and that's all we get. Jesse did not steal the cannon.
Season's out moving up through their own jungle.
The nice thing about Ivern's shield is if it kills someone, it gives it to the shielded target.
The kill.
Yep. The second dash is just enough to get outside of that range from the Kisante.
A disgusting shame.
Uh-oh.
It's a level 6 timer. Sante watched for that minion to die just so he could have that flash and R ready to go.
I think that was just his heart.
Did he not flash?
No, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it was.
no.
I think it was
Yeah,
WDR.
Jesse got his flash out. That's right. That champion is ridiculous. Knock up, through the wall displacement, a shield, dash. Oh,
Have you seen Showmaker's rant on Kisante?
yes, yes. I mean, it still holds up to this day. 4,000 HP, 200 magic resistance, 200 armor. Builds no damage items, but out damages any ADC in the game.
Yeah.
The one thing I think Sante just doesn't have as a top laner is just like not a great split pusher, and that's like it. Navigating, Sante mains will tell you it's hard to navigate in team fights, but whatever. Doesn't matter how much you bury him, 3, 4, 6 kills. He'll be 0-6. As long as he's got like a chainmail vest and a tier, he's gonna have kill pressure.
Remember, Kesante doesn't have an R, but Nathan just has to respect him so much because, you know, like we're
He's got a
saying, the
chainmail
chain vest. Chain vest gives him too much damage.
Chain vest and a tier. What's been going on mid lane? I haven't heard much from this. Looks like the Zillion's just been playing safe, not giving Brecken much capability to interesting. To kind of harass him some more.
I do like what Nathan's doing now. He's saying the rest of my team is gonna beat the rest of your team. I don't need to pick a fight with you. We'll scale harder than you.
That is a Cassata.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is one of his abilities, but he has ult backup. Nathan with the R, he has the flash. Brecken TPing in.
Jesse needs to calm down here. Oh wait, no he doesn't. Brecken's TP is. Oh, beautiful!
Hijacks him.
Beautiful!
Baits out the Xin Zhao's
Brecken, you
flash
madman.
somehow. And I think the Xin Zhao's dead. There's no blast cone.
Beautiful. Brecken doing exactly what we need. We need him, one of our strongest players, to have this sort of lead. This is gonna give the pressure, get the pressure off Nathan as well, and this should, well, oh, Nathan taking an extra tower shot there. It's kind of rough.
I think
but...
it's just recoiling regardless, though.
Alright. Oh, that's good. But yeah.
This
Oh
Zillion
wait. Oh, the tether from Alley.
flashes out.
Need to be careful of the Nautilus hook here. We do not want the Jinx to get some sort of crazy lead from some odd play mid.
Also,
No
the
dragon.
shutdown, while not much, it still would be nice for the Jinx to have.
We don't even speak about that because we don't want that to spawn into existence. Not that big of a gold disparity in the bot lane. Actually, yeah, I forgot. Miguel got that killer.
Yep, Miguel's actually just ever so slightly up in gold. Not gonna make much of a difference, but
Wait, was Cassante proxying? What's that?
he walked behind tower for
Oh my
something.
gosh. Max range Q landing from the Nautilus.
But Jinx was too far away to follow. Xin Zhao's looking to invade. He shouldn't be able to. He doesn't have the priority.
Yeah, this. Oh wow, he dashed into the Jin W. Zillion R is gonna come out, but they're just gonna wait it out. They're just gonna wait it out. It's the most. Oh, you hate to see it. As that Xin Zhao, you're just kind of angry because you're like, hit me, come on, hit me.
That's the counterplay, especially early in the game, that Zillionar has. Later, whenever he's dishing out a lot of damage and healing a lot, you're less likely to say, no, we aren't gonna hit you.
Ironically enough, ECU was talking about giving up the grubs, not really prioritizing them this match, but they ended up getting the first 3 and giving the first drag, so kind of interesting. I think they were more worried about leaving Miguel alone in the bot lane for the sake of Allie's roams. Careful.
The nice thing now, though, is it looks like this Kaysanta's just perma pushing him under tower.
I mean, yeah. It's good that he was able to get that W up before he did any sort of like R combo there.
Ali maybe getting caught out, but
Oh, Jesse's there. No, this is
Nautilus missed.
this is the
both
ECU
forces
favorite
of
100% of the way.
He's
And
out
Brecken's
getting
there.
slowed. Brecken's here.
Either
Gonna
way,
ult the Jinx.
yes he is. Yes he is. Out comes the Jin R. Does he get it? One,
One,
two down
two.
for Jin. Oh, Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. 2 to Miguel, 1 to Brecken. This is looking great.
And it sort of feels nice as Nathan, knowing for now he doesn't have to do much but go even. And with how this Kesante's playing, it makes it a bit easier.
Miguel, I think we need to get out. Yeah, he gets that second crash on it. It's all good.
Oh, nice E by Brecken. But the Zillion are gonna keep him low.
Oh, gosh.
Gonna try and finish
Oh
him.
gosh, that tower damage. Huge. They just need to play safe from here on out. Everything should just kind of fall in their favor. They need to wait for the kills to come to them, expand their lead where they can. I mean, even Nathan's got a CS lead on this Cassante. I don't know. Just feel like,
Yep.
regardless.
1,000 gold up bot. Almost 2,000 mid.
Give up the plate. He's gonna miss the stun on Alley there. They're stacking the CC on that Jinx. Nautilus is gonna step in like a human shield. We see the rundown. If Allie's able to get another tether on this Jinx.
She is, and Jinx doesn't have flash. The mantra
One more?
Q,
Huge.
and we get it over to Miguel, which makes it even better.
Yes.
Kesante's holding R.
Nathan just needs to make it out. And that, oh, I thought that was a flash, but that's just one of Casante's mini dashes. We love that. Daisy coming into play. We've got the 3v1 here. Wait out the R. Yeah, this is fine.
And Nathan does have his ult, so while he does look pretty low, he can pop it, get 200 HP, start generating Fury so he can heal off of his Qs as well. We have mid priority, we have ult advantage top, so I think we could secure these grubs if we want to go for them.
I think so too. I mean, it's pretty safe. Xin Zhao steps in. Zillion and Cassante will both be too late there. Cassante doesn't have R, so he probably doesn't feel like he can contest there. Interesting. Flash burn by Jesse. In goes Brecken. Dealing massive amounts of damage, honestly. He uses the Xin Zhao mid. I don't know Xin Zhao's abilities like that, so hard to say.
Nathan,
I'm not sure if Nathan has kill pressure
Right.
over this. I think he had to dodge that W there. Oh,
flash
wait!
Q?
Beautiful flash.
E?
E? Yes! We love to see it! Not to be
Killing a
Basic.
Kesante always feels so rewarding.
yes.
We are top
regardless of
lane
that.
mains. We love that feeling. Good flash by Miguel and good sidestep. But
Nautilus R is
point
going to
and
come out.
click, falls
Stun.
into the root to a root.
Barrier's out, but the Jinx R is going to catch him. That shutdown being almost 350 gold over to that Jinx. How do you do that thing? Shift? No. Let's see.
Now the gold lead is only 600 in the bot lane.
Still a gold lead. Still a lead.
Yep. And we do get the first tower, so that speed's handed over to us.
Yes.
Oh, they have objective bounties already.
Oh, they do.
Xin Zhao's like, let me 1v1 you, but Brecken's here.
Daisy. Daisy doesn't let that happen. Oh, Jin with the big W landed to stun that Xin Zhao. Caught out. That should give them full priority into Herald, I would think. Him being, well, nobody's really postured for it. The lanes aren't really positioned well. And Jin's still in the bottom lane. Yeah. I mean, still, another kill over to ECU. 3k gold advantage here at the 16th minute. We have Dragon coming up in about 50 seconds. Let's see, what are we looking at here?
And there are also no more objective bounties.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that'd last too long. They got the shutdown on our Jin. Big one we need to safeguard is Brecken's shutdown. That is a massive amount of gold. for anybody looking at this thinking, oh, 450 is not that much. That is in addition to the 300 gold you get for the kill itself. So that is actually a 750 gold kill on Brecken.
Also, what's nice is whenever you keep your assassin alive, protecting his shutdown, he also likely gets free reign on their backline.
They see that Xin Zhao is trying to take this Rift Herald, but I just don't know with
Position
Jesse and Brecken in the bot lane. I think they're just trying to maintain priority on the dragon. This is what they were talking about, is kind of giving up the void objectives and just playing for those more scaling objectives. It's just a handshake, which I personally prefer. I think that having drag here is way more important than Rift Herald. They need to focus on this dragon. They need to secure this.
Last Brecken, can we get onto the James? That's who we need to get on.
Oh my gosh, the
on
beautiful
Nautilus.
Oh my
Good ult by
gosh,
Miguel.
huge. We love to see it. Brecken is just dominating this game.
Like I said, Kesante will be
This is
problem later, but
okay. Yeah.
Not-
This is beautifully played by all of ECU. Seems like there was a major misclick by the Zillion on putting up his own ultimate, which is the Resurrection, on the Nautilus instead of the Jinx, which is going to be a little demoralizing. Yeah, we got 6 grubs, and this is what I was telling them. I was not in favor of giving up 6 grubs just because of the siege potential that grubs offer in general. Like, the damage on the towers is insane. This Nautilus is really great going in. Look at the shields from Karma. It's insane.
you want a new HP bar? Just let Karma know.
Yeah. Nathan with a nasty combo on this Xin Zhao. I think Xin Zhao wins that, really. I'm not gonna lie. That's a level 13 Renekton to a level 10 Xin Zhao.
The 050 Zinzao. I think it may actually be GA Otacon this time, and not the scaling Otacon. Oh, the Zillion's like, ah yes, nice minion wave.
See Jesse going after the potential play on this Zillion underneath the tower, which would be good. It would give him priority into that tier 2 and get him an extra 700 gold. But it's
Objective bounties are back, and it is GA Otacon.
yes, this Otacon, if they, whichever team
Might.
plays, if they get the resurrection, it is.
Objective bounties are gone.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the revive Otacon.
Oh.
Ain't gonna be caught out, double R'd by the Xin Zhao and the
The redemption
triple R.
slightly too late. We do get out double TP for that though.
I'm not sure what this really leads to for OCU. They don't necessarily have a siege and comp. It gives them a bit of priority into the Otacon if that's what they're going to fight for, but it's not the scaling Otacon, and we have
Zillion maybe
Oh.
getting one shot. Force out
Zillion?
Zara. We back off now. Brecken
Oh,
on the re-engage,
Brecken, you
trying
are
to one shot. He
5
does
people
have
in.
Zillion
Oh,
on.
yeah, he
He
does.
has so many shields.
wait, this
He's
is
not
huge.
going down. Zinzao
Brecken,
knocks
you
him in.
madman. You madman. I doubted you, but I'm
Zillion
sorry.
himself
Zillion goes
doesn't
out.
go down.
Renekton coming in to clean everything else up. Ethan Brecken, oh my gosh. And these shields from Karma and Ivern. What do you do?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
give him a new HP bar.
Oh, it feels bad, but it goes to the Zillion, which, I mean,
Oh no, he's gonna
It goes
complete
to
his
the-
cosmic drive.
any sort of ability haste on a Zillion is going to feel bad. And we're able to take out the Rift Herald before it even gets a charge off, so that's kind of a wasted objective on their part. Shutdown does go to the other team. Oh wait, I'm sitting here trying to hold C and open the chat. No, not that. I'm just kind of checking stuff here.
And in a way, getting that bounty off of Brecken into the Zillion is a bit nice.
Sante boldly going in. It able to disengage pretty easily because of the Zillion speed boost. I don't think there's really much to play for here, just in this mid kind of skirmish, but they need to be looking at that Otacon just to kind of expand, because they have full priority on it. We see who has spent and who has not.
Everyone looks like they've spent their gold.
I haven't seen the, when was the last time that... Yeah, no. I don't like how Brecken's all alone here.
I mean, 2 tanks can't really kill.
That is not just a tank, that is Cassante.
But he doesn't really have any MR besides Mercreds, so...
With proper vision, I think it's good to make an Otacon call, but kind of hard to say. Oh. Interesting.
Nathan getting caught out by the Zinzao,
And
but
collapsed on. And...
Ride Breaker's enough.
That's so strange. You know, I was talking with Nathan right before the match, and I was talking about Cassante and whether he likes to take Conquer or PTA into Cassante. And me personally, if I ever had to face against him, I play set. That's kind of a, you know, boonga boonga, left, right, good night kind of champ. You're fighting all the time. Oh wait, we got a big fight coming up.
Jinx forced to
We need to keep our eyes on the Jinx.
Are.
Make sure. Oh, will the Zinzao fall? Cassante R is gonna come out, displace him, and put him. Oh wait, this is a problem. Renekton's.
Nathan.
Okay, Nathan gets out. The redemption from Jesse gives him the
and he
whole.
still has his arm.
Brecken, I think Brecken needs to. That's good and all, but okay, yeah, no, ignore me. I'm a iron player. I know nothing. I'm not really iron, but
You were just wanting Brecken to help get the Jinx, right?
yeah, I don't like taking our eyes off of that Jinx simply because one reset and it's a pentakill and then everything's all gray clouds.
One reset turns into 5 resets, into Ace, into Baron, into Otacon.
Yes, looks like we are gonna get so point here. What's that?
We keep,
Karma
we keep
Iron.
sending our 2 enchanter supports to objectives.
Yeah,
I think last time we had Ivern and an enchanter, they constantly solo objectives.
I would never help my Ivern clear a jungle objective personally, especially if Jesse's playing it. There's minions to get. Jesse can handle it.
That reminds me of one game where Jesse just soloed Baron.
It's one of the most useful things
As
about
Nunu.
Nunu.
He's just like, oh yeah, my team's fighting in their base. Just wait, guys, I'm getting Baron, okay?
$20-4 with ECU having a near 10k gold lead.
And still, this case, Sante doesn't have any MR, so...
He's got Merc Treads. If I had to guess, he's probably going Call of Radiance as well. I can't imagine that's a Sunfire.
Yeah. Also,
Well,
Case-
actually, you know,
Sante's components just don't give me the right vibes. You rush tier, but they're not going the tier item.
oh my
And
gosh,
that's Zillion in a nutshell.
it's a moderate form of
Teleport in by
Nasus.
Sante and then teleport in by Brecken.
I don't know if this
Going on the Zillion, Jinx are too early, doesn't kill anyone.
is. It's gonna be a problem for Miguel to be up front like that.
But he keeps
I mean,
getting
he's just
new
gets
HP bars.
Yeah, I mean, if the goal disparity was not so large, that could be bad. But I mean, that's just me nitpicking. Looks like
going
this is gonna
Baron
lead into
first.
a Baron, and that was an interesting TP from Nathan. But we're gonna do Baron into Otacon.
I actually think taking Otacon right now doesn't do much, because there's not really going to be an objective to play for, and so it's just left to them
I think-
to force.
You take the Baron, you go top lane or bot lane, you siege all the towers. If anybody dies, you still have the Baron because you just respawn in the middle, or you respawn in the base with Baron. Because you didn't die. This should transition into a game-ending gold lead. Or at least soul obtaining.
Yep.
Beautifully played. And we see the 9K gold lead? 9.2K gold lead in favor of ECU.
Looks like Brecken decided to forego the stopwatch as he hasn't used his Seekers.
I mean, yeah, that's reasonable.
Mhm. I wonder if
He
he's gonna...
technically has the full components for it. It's just a 450 gold difference between Seeker's Arm Guard and Zanya's. So, I mean, as long as you still have Seeker's Arm Guard, then I would just sit on that, and should anything happen, you die, you just base, buy Zanya's, and just back up.
Yep.
You don't have a 60-second... How long is the cooldown on it?
120.
Yeah, 2-minute timer. Yeah, like I was saying. Just use the
Trying to
revive
predict the
Otacon.
dash.
Interesting.
A double hijack. Looks like Brecken didn't lose any of his HP from it though.
Miguel secures the kill. This is looking like a closing out. Yeah.
He has the Zanya's.
Janar's gonna come out. Why is he taking no damage? That's insane.
He had his ult up.
I don't know. We're actually gonna go in with the R. Everybody's just collapsing. This is the clean up play of the game. Oh, is the Jinx gonna fall? Oh wait, that's inside. Sorry.
Oh no! Brecken!
He's still alive technically. Remember that. We had
No,
two
actually
originals.
he isn't because it's the fountain that killed him. Goes through everything, goes through Zillionar, shields, and apparently GA Otacon.
Did that really? Oh yeah, it did. I think this is still. I still think this is game. There's
Yep.
no way to stop them from actually taking that Nexus. So, yeah, beautifully played by ECU. Well played by OCU as well. Yeah,
Game
we're closing
3
out the
coming
game,
your way
29
shortly.
minutes. This is gonna go to game 3. Exciting.
I will be back soon. I'm gonna see if we can get the match score updated, so I will be right back.
Oh, we're into draft. There was this draft link, but I had ECU on the wrong side. So, anyways, they banned the ZAC. To be expected, we banned the affiliates. To be expected, invested. To be expected, same bans, same bans. Uh-oh. No, not same bans. They take out the Ivern. Looks like they subbed their Smolder back in, so we're taking that out. And they get first pick. We will get overall last pick. I'd like to see that go. Oh! Alright, we want the Jin. So the Jin they get. I think we're likely gonna pull out the Jinx or the Kate. Miguel mains Jin, so he knows what's good into him. And it looks like it is the Kate. Now we are picking supports. Maybe we get the Lux. Maybe we get the Nico. Do I have caps lock on? I do. But instead, we get the Braum. The Braum is what we pick. Yeah, I think Braum Caitlin's good. Probotics, welcome to the stream, and yeah, let's go Tigers. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you watched to see the conclusion to the set. They do pick the Zyra. The Zyra. That certainly will be annoying. And Karthus and the Fury, looks like they're trying to pick a jungle who can carry more so their Masters player can have a higher impact. But they may just be hovering that. They may go with the traditional bruisery, but no, they do pick Neferi. I mean, Neferi is almost like a bruiser now, but I think Neferi does too much damage. You want the run back? Make me proud. Probotics, are you from CSUDH? Cause we're hoping to face you in the finals. We do pick the Mundo. The Mundo jungle. Jesse was warming it up beforehand. Alright, this fits. We banned the volley. We banned the volley to make sure that Nathan can get a good top lane matchup. I do want to see a Galio ban. Again, don't want him to be on their mid laner to be on the Galio. It's just one of those champions where the champion itself shortens skill gap. Ah, yes, you are from CSUDH, I just presume. We're coming for that run back. Y'all better be ready. We're coming for it, alright. Thanks for stopping in and watching us and supporting us. We appreciate it. But just know whenever we get to the finals, we won't have any mercy. They banned the Lilia and we banned the Zed. Guessing it's in Fury jungle then? Brecken can get the Aurora. We can pick top if we want Brecken. Yep, we pick top. So Brecken can get his last pick. We get the Urgot. We are missing a bit of lockdown, but when into the Urgot. Alright. When becomes a late game monster, so
shredding through tanks and squishies alike. Doesn't discriminate. They picked the Aurelian Soul. It's in the Fury Jungle Gwen top, Aurelian Soul mid. What does Brecken have that he wants to play into this Ace Soul? It looks like they're also going to be going for scaling this time. Maybe we can play something that gives us early agency and gives this Ace Soul just a painful time. What do we got? Yasuo? I like it. It'll be good against the Jhin, the Gwenar, the Ace Soul.
Tell me that.
We have visitors
I
from
love it.
VSUDH.
Hi and welcome to the stream. I am so happy right now, Jesse. Locked in Mundo. And the urge to just sit here and play Satisfaction on a speaker on a repeat is so strong. This is my champ. Jesse played it before me, but whatever. I played this champ all the time last semester. Nobody knew what to do against it. And right now, I have had to wait months to see it again in a competitive game. So I am looking forward to this tremendously. Let's see.
CSUDH. They're coming for us, but we're gonna be ready for them.
They played well.
Yep.
True. True. Start a timer. See how quick it takes them to ban that bot.
Man, I was faster.
And he's got quicker hands than Allie's mom this time. And Destiny.
And Destiny.
Destiny's slacking. I'm intrigued. This crazy draft is a result of confidence, which can be a double-edged sword, but I personally love it. I love when these guys get their comfort picks and get to. This is a game that they're gonna have fun with, regardless.
Yep. What
It's gonna be.
was there a particular reason we locked in the Yasuo?
Huh? I mean, Brecken was saying that Yasuo into Aurelian Soul, like his Yasuo is one of his highest mastery champions. He loves Yasuo. He loves Yone. I criticize his Yone a lot because that's one of my champs. He likes to press R without using his E or Q3 first, but that's his playstyle. Literally, Yasuo something totally different from what I thought. Are we number 2?
I think. Let's go to here. We're for SVUs too.
Okay. Semifinals though. That's still cool. Makes me sad I can't be out there. But Nathan's doing a good job in my spot.
Wait, Ramar is a knockup, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, this is great. The only concern is we have no AP, but that was mainly a concern when they hadn't finished locking in their champs, and they don't really have a tank. Their tankiest player is going to be Gwen. So
I actually think the Neferi might be rather tanky. They get a lot of healing. The builds I've seen have been rather on the tankier side.
there's a difference between tanking and sustain though. There's a lot of healing, yes, but Yasuo and Yone's crit punishment got removed. So
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
wonder if
Brecken,
there
this
is-
is a silver Aurelian Soul. Question is does he know how to space a Yasuo properly and know that he can't step anywhere near his own minions without the risk of getting collapsed on? Brecken's going to be in his face at all times, looking to run the game just like he did last game.
It was me that time.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
the
beat by Andy
champion.
this time. Go Asia. You're welcome. And thank you for the good luck wishes. Oh, I'm so excited to see this Mundo. I mean, like, it's Mundo
Yeah.
gameplay either way. They can't, it's a competitive game, so they're not gonna, I doubt they're gonna be trying to play super crazy aggressive, which is what it takes to shut down a Mundo. Mundo in any game is a ticking time bomb. You will either bury him 5 kills early game, or you have this monster, and he's got the skin, I love it. You love to see it. Corporate Mundo, best skin in the game. Don't at me.
King in the Mundo.
They're so thrown off by it, and I love it. Hold it. Control shift Z.
Try now.
There we go. I mean, that's all good. What I like here, regardless of comp or who into who, these are champs that whenever they locked them in, they had smiles on their faces. I mean, they're gonna have fun. They're gonna enjoy this game at some point. And I think that's more likely to lead into our team, because I know these guys like playing more relaxed, less all tight and stuff.
Yep. I can attest to that being the case for me whenever I had subbed in for Nathan. Whenever I was on Trendmere champion who I was comfortable with, had fun playing and piloting, that game was just so much easier.
Interesting bag timer. I don't think Nathan misses any sort of experience.
Yeah, especially now with the home guard. Because you get
Oh,
enough
yeah.
bases.
Yeah, that's true. Gwen is a mad counter to Dr. Mundo. Gwen is just kind of a tank shredder in general. In addition to that, you know, Brecken was like, hey, see, this is exactly what I was saying. Does this Yas or does this Aesol know that he can't step anywhere near his minions? Brecken confident enough to go with the E-start on Yasuo of all things. It almost feels illegal.
This Aurelian Soul just keeps barely getting denied stacks.
Yeah. Aurelian Soul scales really, really hard, but I honestly don't think that a player like Brecken would allow that to happen so easily, especially with Brecken having that higher gameplay. This is gonna be a game of bot laners. You see the bot laners here. The enemy team locked in our ADC's comfort pick, his one trick, and I just have to sit here and hope that, you know, Miguel knows how to play against his own champion. Because these are high-ranked players in the bottom. Beautiful Caitlyn, 5th shot, going out on that Zyra. Both junglers seem to be pathing towards bot lane. I think the Fury's gotta have an advantage on sort of like kill pressure there. We see Nathan going into the Gwen. I don't remember what I was saying. It's not fair. Ooh. I think if Brecken has Ignite there, he's gonna have a bit more confidence to go in on that Aesol and try to go for that first blood.
Yep.
But I mean, this is a competitive game. TP just will always have priority.
I think also part of it was he slightly misplaced his one wall. He does have to be careful. He's almost on the wrong side of the map.
It is Mundo. He's got a passive that doesn't let him get CC'd at all. Nathan felt pretty confident going into a Gwen. When they said that Gwen was a nasty champion, and Nathan looked at everybody else and said, literally, that's what he did. So I assume he knows something about this matchup. Maybe he just needs to make it to 6 in order to have that, wow. Dangerous.
Yeah.
That Aesol damage just feels unfair early.
As
No, Bush cheese. I mean, yes, but have a spine. You must not be the top lane. I'm just kidding. Little skirmish between the Mundo and the Neferi. She's got all those dogs to block his Q. But honestly, Mundo goes where he pleases. Did he get that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, I love it. Mundo's E, it gives you a really empowered auto attack combined with Smite. It's comparable to a new Chomp. Like hard to beat that, honestly.
Yeah, there was once he was doing Dragon in the warm-up game, and it was pretty early, and he just Qs for 200 damage with tank items. I'm like, that's quite a bit.
Mainly because the more health you build on Mundo, the more damage you get because of his E's passive. It's a conversion of his health stat to his AD stat. Let's see how the stats are looking. 43 CS Yasuo to a 35 CS. Oh, that is dangerous, Nathan.
Brecken does have level 6, and that means one will hit 6 here.
Uh-oh.
Hits one part. Nathan
Yeah,
flashes.
Nathan's gonna have to flash in order to get out of there. Now the Brecken has 6. He's gonna have a lot more kill pressure on this Aesol. It is very easy for a Yasuo to evade an Aesol or ult.
Yep.
Yeah, my bad. I usually I'm on top of that, but it's kind of a reach. Oh, they have a delay. That's right. Sorry. Aesol using his E a bit prematurely before he can. Did he get that cannon?
I think
he
so.
did. Unfortunate.
Jesse
Is Jesse
is on the
on?
dragon.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Mundo's Q does a ridiculous amount of damage, percent max health damage to both champions and monsters. So this is really easy for him to just solo early. Smite is still gonna be lacking on 6, but looks like they're gonna check to see if the Neferi's got any camps up. Doesn't look like she does.
Looks like they may be trying for a dive.
Nathan goes down and places the ward in the Void Grub's pit to get some vision. Looks like Miguel's gonna get caught out by a root, but Allie's there to shield. Ooh!
Brecken wasn't able to stack up his Q.
I think we are perfectly fine where we're at. The thing with Mundo, I'm gonna hyper focus on Mundo. I'm sorry, I can't help it. That's my champ. Mundo's a scaling champ. Like I said, ticking time bomb. He's perfectly fine. You don't want to give a team with a Mundo on it early dragons because those objectives scale into things like Soul, into pressure on the Dragon Pit where you can do Baron or something else, but it just gives him time. It gives him time to become a menace. So we need to make sure this Gwen...
caught out by the Gwenar.
Oh, and he uses E a little prematurely.
Yeah.
Oh, that true damage is just insane.
His E didn't hit, and it just lined them right up for Gwen's last R, which does the most.
That is such a ridiculous... Brecken being smart about how he's cleaning these minions and whatnot. Interesting.
Wow.
We get the Aesol R out, and Brecken's gonna have... He does not have TP, but he is gonna escape safely with some gold to spend. And knowing that the Aesol's down puts Aesol in a very vulnerable position. Should he ever get locked down. I see Neferi hovering mid. This is dangerous by Brecken, but if he wants to catch that wave and wait for a cannon wave to back, that makes sense. Yeah, it is, but he's playing a scale. So I don't. Well, that was the idea before the game. And then we just want to avoid the fight. Yeah, Pharma. Yeah, looks like this Gwen is definitely punishing that cold purchase.
Is Fury gonna cancel? Nope, doesn't cancel Pippin's space. Dashing around the wind wall.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's the
Uh-oh.
Keyblade.
Beautiful flash! Is he gonna get out?
Be careful.
He is!
And he doesn't die to the execute.
Beautiful. Love to see it.
This is not quite
Nathan.
what you'd love to see, Top.
Well, you need to remember, he's got a Cole, he's playing a scale, he's got phase rush.
And it looks
Oh wait,
like
we see the Mundo coming in.
Jesse.
This is 2 tanks on a Gwen who does have R. She just used it.
What?
And she's not using it on the Mundo! You're not using it on the Mundo! Oh, the slow from Jesse's Q. You're not getting out unless she gets to the wall.
She does have Ghost. She did Ghost.
The Fury's there.
Here. Now the question is...
Jesse's gonna pop
Jesse
the R!
pops R, but she just keeps
no.
dashing over the walls.
Unfortunate. A bit ambitious from Jesse, but it's okay. We're getting our Giants belts to keep the pants up on Mundo. The Fury's gonna take advantage of that death by him and steal his Raptors, maybe his Krugs. Brecken does ping
has
that,
it
so he
once
knows
again.
not to.
Acel's forced to burn his flash and we barely miss out on the kill. Does he die to the Neferi gank now? Probably not.
I have more faith in Brecken's mechanics with Yasuo than to die to that sort of game. What is the Acel doing? He's sitting in base, seemingly unsure. Oh, there he goes.
He wanted to just complete his
Nathan.
lost chapter.
Yeah, it feels bad to see an Urgot miss an R. But it's not a game-losing play. It just happens. We don't want to see this Gwen get fed much more than she already is. Mainly because she's the main means of killing our Mundo and our Urgot and our Braum. Oh, goodness. That Q damage.
Gonna have
Nathan
to
in a bit of
E
trouble
away.
here. He does dodge the second round of true damage by Eing away at the last second. I don't think he has the opportunity
Or
yet. He's gonna have
Forced
to
to
flash
burn
off.
flash. Seeing this one matchup play out, it reminds me of going versus Rumble.
As who?
Just in top lane. If he gets any sort of a lead,
Oh, ECU does secure the second drag. This still gives us more time to skip.
Hextexel not the best for our team. Nathan's
Worst.
If I'm Nathan, I'm holding, when I see Neferi, I'm holding the wave in front of the tower. If you do
Oh.
get caught out, the ignite is enough to secure the kill.
We might be able to get that kill on the Mundo. Nope, we burn the Zyrus Flash.
Jesse does not have Heartsteel, but when he backs, he'll have more than enough.
Yes.
The Ace Soul coming
How's
top.
this bot lane CS looking? 20 CS gap, which consequently leads between that and the 2 kills. ECU is down about 1.2k or 2.2k. We've seen them come back way larger than that, so it's honestly not that significant. Mundo's gonna keep scaling.
Caitlyn scales. Nathan says he's fine with playing to scale, and I don't think Yasuo ever falls off.
Again, he looks squishy. What? I missed it. Oh,
No, it's
looks
just
like
he was 2 levels up.
we need Miguel to live here. Oh, instantly cancel the
He's like,
Gen R.
oh, the double ROM's here, never mind. I was kidding, okay? I didn't actually want to kill your ADC. The R,
Had to tint the
Nathan
text.
doesn't have the flash, so he just goes down to that one.
Looks like we're also gonna lose first tower off of that.
They had already claimed feats.
Had they?
Oh no, they hadn't.
With
In my
that,
mind,
will.
they had.
That's gonna give them the upgraded sorcerer shoes on the Gwyn, and everybody else hasn't even gotten the tier 2s yet, so this Gwyn's just a little heavily fed. We need to find a way to mitigate that lead that's occurring there, because if she now has the opportunity to roam to dragon fights, and that's bad news for Armando, who has no resistances built up yet.
Miguel, you gotta be careful here. Although, when this Neferi walks forward, we will spot him out. The unbreakable wall by... Oh no! He goes back in! He dies to the plant. Jesse gets one.
Beautiful.
He
Heart
gets
still
3
stacks.
heart still stacks.
Jesse gonna pop R. If he
And
lives,
stuns.
he lives and he gets to the Fury! Let's go!
Reckon teleporting in it
Oh
by
my
canceling it with arc. This
Jin's
dead.
Jin with audacious flash to try and last hit the Mundo, but oh my gosh,
Guess
so
what?
much gold to the
One
Mundo.
has R again.
It's just win things. We're just gonna downplay that, gaslight ourselves into saying that's not that big of a deal. But we got gold on the Mundo.
He almost has cold.
We got a
completed.
2-0 Yasuo. And does he have R? Does he have R? I think
No,
he
the
might have
Ace
R.
will use it to...
No, I'm talking
cancel-
about
Oh,
Brecken.
Yep,
he
he does.
does.
that should be one dead Acel,
Beautiful 3-0 Brecken.
and he gets out alive.
So, there is a fighting chance. We need to put the efforts together and play a fight against this.
Not the Brums there.
And he's got a spell shield. We need to keep this. This Gwyn cannot kill this Mundo. And he misses. She gets another 700 gold.
I think they maybe could have played that, knowing she doesn't have R, and Nathan's coming with his own R, so... But if they decide not to play it...
It's
That's
honestly
fine.
safer. They now have a free Rift Herald to use mid. That tower is within execute range. No, it's,
I'd say it is, because with the grubbies that spawn out, if they drive it there, it's basically as good as dead.
they do have 6 grunts. You see Brecken moving bot lane here.
We are swapping around our lane assignments.
Yeah, the mid game is over, so
It started. Early game's over.
Oh yeah. Okay. Brecken just
Aesol.
looking to bury this Aesol.
Looks like he's going Infinity Edge second, which is normal.
This Gwyn cannot keep getting away with just taking these towers.
Uh-oh, Miguel. He's the wrong way
I'm
again.
not sure.
Actually, I think in team fights we have a lot to stop down the Gwen R. Because the Braum shield blocked it.
In team
Joshua
fights, yes.
coming over.
Oh wow, Nathan with the aggressive engage with the ER. We see
We do pick up the...
Jesse. Are you gonna get the
we
R
pick
off?
up
Jesse's got an R.
Gwen.
Oh.
Brecken
So
goes
Gwyn
down.
goes down. We see the Aesol going after Armando.
He doesn't have flag. If he walked straight to the gates, he may have been able to survive. He gets movement speed from the pet.
Yes! Let's go. It might not be soul point. We got a TP coming in. Oh, Miguel. Come
Has
on, Miguel.
R, you need to R.
Come on. Do it.
R,
Do
you
it,
separate.
you madman! Yes! Thank you! We love it. They overstay. They think
Gwen's
they're gonna
teleporting
get that
in.
Gwen is
Mundo
teleporting
is
in.
low.
Mundo's low, but he's halfway to his R. I think the goal is to DPS here.
I also think
yes,
Gwen was
get
on the
it
wrong
down.
side of the pit.
Neferi is there. They're probably looking to prevent ECU from getting soul point. If this fight goes wrong, ECU will be in a lot of trouble. All right, we're good. We're
Get
safe.
soul point.
Oh wait, is Neferi stuck there?
Nope, he has to either go
Nathan
back over.
Ethan?
Oh,
Oh, no.
Gwen's shredding our backline, and Brecken isn't there to stop it. Brecken's
Brecken
cleaning up
is in their own back line.
He's
Looks
gonna
like
get
this-
a triple.
Oh, he misses the Q3. And
Oh.
the shutdown goes to the Jin.
Yep, the fourth shot.
Oh, wait. Our backline lived.
Somehow.
I'm just gonna
Better.
say that Ali got some insane.
Stun.
No, I guess it wasn't stun. I thought it was an R that might have saved him, but
Well, it could have been her passive stun.
uh,
Or just a
yeah,
shield.
yeah. No, I'm just.
People are coming up here on 2 items. Otacon spawning, this has been a bloody game, so we can't expect it to be the scaling Otacon. Which is
If ECU gets this, it will be enormous. But if it goes to the ASOL, that will be trouble. I think in a 5v5, their team is stronger, honestly. They got a 3k gold advantage.
What you do have to remember, though, in the 5v5 is one good wind wall, one good Braum shield, half their threats do nothing.
It comes down to if they have that coordination to pull that off. Braum shield needs to wait on probably Jin's R. Same with the wind wall.
Or Gwen's are.
Gwenzar would be an enormous one to block, especially with our tanks. But the question is who do you focus in a team fight here? Do you focus the Jin? Do you focus the Gwen? Do you focus the Asol? Jesse winning a trade from a distance against an Asol. Asmundo. Miguel's positioning here being questionable.
Yes, his
we
Ali's
see Ali
getting caught
getting
out, but
caught
with
out.
their shield,
Bramar is going to go out.
bit
Mundo walking in when he
preemptively.
pops the
Zyra
ghost.
flashes.
We are going to see the... Oh, Jesse, you're
Art
R'ing
pop.
to...
he's getting heartsteal
He's getting
stabs,
quite a
deleting
bit of
people.
damage. We
Zyra
see...
goes down to the Urgodar. We gotta back out. Don't
Jesse,
run
you
into the Gwen.
madman. I love it.
Oh wait,
I love
Gwen's not
it.
here. We need to send someone back. Our base is in shambles.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's bad. Yes, I think Brecken is the best person to send here, just to mitigate this damage. If we give up, oh no.
Yeah, with the 6 grubs. Oh. We'll just close our eyes and act like it didn't happen. Brecken waiting for the R.
Oh my gosh, beautiful!
Oh no, Jesse
Oh,
goes
a little less
down.
beautiful. Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting to press tab.
This game's rather back and
He
forth.
does have Spirit Visage. He's opting to go for a tankier build. Jack Show is good. I think Jack Show's good here on the Mundo. Jungle is played differently from top
I
lane.
think
so
he's
can't
going
say.
unending. They changed unending to build out the Legion.
Yeah.
Or whatever that item's called. I think it is Legion of the Aegis.
What we need here is we need our ADC to scale. We need him to get some gold on him. I don't know if he needs to steal somebody's kill or something, but we need to get items on him. We do have 3 dragons. This is very reassuring for me. Just for the sake of having that time to scale, but Otacon is up, and this is a scaling Otacon. Meaning whoever ooh, Brecken with a good flash there. I'm perfectly fine with that flash because they just give Otacon here is the question. Full
Do we
tab?
kill Gwen? I think we're giving it, but can we collapse onto Gwen? The answer is no. But they don't have many objectives, and so if we keep it that way, that Otacon's not going to be doing all that much.
True. I think this Gwen's looking for some bush cheese, as our
Yep.
friend from CSUDH was begging for. It's just y'all's playstyle, isn't it?
I think what we could
See the
have
Gwen take a chunk of damage.
optimized- What we could have optimized
22
there
seconds on set on
is
soul.
knowing we were giving that, we could have tried walking into river just so we could establish vision for this dragon, for this soul.
Personally, I think it might be better to
Find
give
some
this
three
dragon
items.
in the long run. It might be better to give the dragon because that delays Elder Dragon coming.
Yes.
Give up the dragon because they're gonna have to go for it.
That's one thing I'm constantly afraid of in my solo queue games. I'm like, actually, I think I just want to give dragon.
Beautiful shield from Ali to keep
Have
Miguel
him
alive.
Flash over, or
Mundo's gonna get caught out by the Jin W.
is
Jesse's
the healing
W.
enough?
I think it is.
When R comes out, the locket comes out.
Oh, he barely
He
lives.
survives.
Wonderful.
We get out scot-free.
Brecken looking to rotate, but it's a little late. I think he sticks top here. You're looking to take out that top lane, keep that Asol from scaling, give up the dragon. It's not that big of a, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I wouldn't think.
I forgot. They actually ended up changing Jack Show, so it no longer builds out of the Legion item. It now builds out of.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Megatron cloak and
Chain vest.
Vest. I personally like to go damage on Mundo here. I like to build Titanic. I like to go Overlords, and I like to wait until they get me low to press R and just hard still proc them over and over. Oh, big R coming out.
Oh!
Huge by Brecken.
And the wind wall to block any follow-up. Miguel's on his.
I mean, he gets a kill. That's whatever. Oh well, that was a kill reset. A gold reset. So even though he was 1-5, he went back to the full value of 300 gold to finish his Infinity Edge. But it looks like we are going to lose. We are going to lose Baron. Oh
I don't
no!
think so.
Looks like we are playing for it.
Nathan
I think.
needs to TP. Gwen's missing her ult. Jesse goes in two. Oh,
He lives. He lives this. I've seen Jesse live these before. Jesse just needs to max range Q. Don't get collapsed on. Don't get collapsed on.
Gwen is immune though. The Acel TPing in. I think Jesse's dead.
Nah.
He's able to run far enough away.
They do stop the Baron. That's all. We're good. They kind of have priority into it anyways. Problem
Yep.
is we have no priority in any other lanes. Not a single one of their towers have fallen.
Mm-hmm. And this Gwen has just been providing so much split pushing pressure, so that's the reason behind it.
It's tricky. It's tricky because Brecken's been having to play damage control. Instead of being able to push his lane, he's been having to roam, trying to expand that lead because that's what he needed to do to dominate the game. But this Gwen just kind of cancels out any sort of lead that he has. And yeah. So that leads to nobody having any towers.
Oh.
2 minutes and 30 seconds until the next dragon comes up. We are approaching 30 minutes on this match. Soul, things like that do not, hard to say how much they mean. Looks like Ali is able to clear the vision in that brush. Yeah. Check the tab here. Win coming up on her 4th item. The Fury at 2. Asol at 2.5. I prefer Darksail. Courageous. Looks like Jin sitting at his 3rd item as well. So we're seeing where that 6k gold lead is present. It is heavily biased towards top lane right now.
Our team doesn't have anything like a Zig, so it's hard to keep clearing these minion waves. Brecken's taking a fight top. And
That
there
Gwen
goes
damage is just dangerous.
Miguel's HP bar. Brecken fought too long, and it looks like he goes down to
Just
the
a slight
Fury.
overextension.
If Gwen's gonna go on our tanks and shred them.
Oh goodness.
Gwen was immune, and she
The
just
Jin
shred
are
the rest
everything,
of
the
our team.
Asol League grouping everybody up into a single little pit for going to Q. It feels bad. Well played by both teams. Yeah. Feels bad. Well played. It was fun. I'm sure the players had fun. And thank you everybody for watching. But this will conclude our stream and conclude our season. You guys have a good night.
Yep. Sorry, CSUDH, that we didn't make it. Um, we appreciate y'all coming by and supporting us in this final game. It was fun for me to cast this series. I hope it was fun for y'all to watch. Yeah. Maybe next semester we'll come back at y'all with full force. I wish y'all all the luck in y'all's games versus... Who are y'all versus again? Versus SVU Crimson. I wish y'all all the luck in those matches. And, yeah. I'm a bit unfortunate that this is how we go out. But it's been a fun journey. Thanks for being along for the ride. And I'm gonna go see if anyone wants to say anything, whether we want our coach in here to say something to end off the season. I think we played well. We had a fair share of matches that we could have done better. But GG. Again, best of luck to y'all in your finals, and I'll be right back.
Okay, you're on the inside. It's just me?
Yep.
Hello. GG's. What a great season, though. To be honest, these guys had an awesome season. So yeah, great game. That was tough. GG's Oklahoma City University. Awesome work. Yeah, these guys were great. I mean, we had a great season. 2 great seasons, really. Think about the fall and the spring together. And the fact that we made it to nationals. So I can't complain, to be honest. I'm very proud of them. A lot of missteps, a lot of missed opportunities and missed plays. For sure. But yeah. Coda? Oh, can't forget your drink. Did you have music playing the whole time?
Whoops.
Yeah, y'all had music playing the whole time. Andy, my goodness. Well, y'all have a great night. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and thank you guys for hanging out until almost 11 o'clock Oklahoma time. We will be back. We do have 2 more teams still in nationals. We have Rocket League playing on Thursday, and then our Overwatch Junior Varsity playing on Friday. Those are at 8 p.m. and 7 p.m. respectively. So stick with us, and our season's just about done. We're almost there. Kind of in the home stretch for ECU Tiger Esports, but we'll be back at it. We've got a lot planned for the summer, and we'll be back in the fall. So we are excited to be here. Thank you all again. Y'all have a fantastic night, and we will catch y'all later.